There's no weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground here at Sanders. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Oh, what a move. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They go play action with Hurts. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get out to the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Hold the stick.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Cowboys at 6-4 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's gone from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
First down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Mustang 19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Patterson's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly...
And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. He finds Douglas complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Nakobe Dean in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
On the ball, now.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down and 4, Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Come back in. Hey, pass. 50
From the gun, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 39. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. There's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. If this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. They'll set up to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Gravity Ranger. Left wing 19. Dragon 60.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
It's caught by Mike Evans. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Hold the ready. 18, Bradley, 18.
Throwing is Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, Oftentimes, leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. When you think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now this throw caught left side. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back to throw now on first down. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Then he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 40-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains, wear down the clock, and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Now,
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 29, Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hurts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run the option left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. I'll tell you, he got away with it there. Pops up okay, but got to be careful in the running game.
You certainly do, and these young quarterbacks, these rookies. I remember talking to Carson Wentz his rookie year, and he said, yeah, but when I take off and go, I kind of have a running back mentality. And I'm like, yeah, but you're a quarterback. That's what they pay you for. Have that mentality, but know at the end of the play, protect yourself. It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
10 through 11, 10 through 11. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Yeah, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll find his man, Simi Fehoko. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't give the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. That's complete to Lamb. And he'll get a fair amount of yardage back, but now it's 4th down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Let's go now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. because otherwise you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger.